I think you look fat.
You may get thrown out of this appointment, Arch.
I'm nervous. Panina better have this dress because there's not any dress in the store that Persia is going to be happy with.
As the search expands, the stylist gradually realizes the gown may simply not be in the store. She goes from colleague to colleague and comes up empty every time. Persia's mood sinks, and her brother grows increasingly worried. The family has traveled all the way from California, and coming back empty-handed is simply not an option. In a moment of urgency, the stylist goes straight to the designer herself, Nina Tornai. After some checking, they learn that the gown has been out for a photo shoot that day, and may have just been returned. Everyone holds their breath, and a moment later the good news comes through. The gown is in the store. The moment Persia puts on that gown, all the waiting and anxiety melt away. The gown is even more breathtaking than she imagined, and when the matching veil is gently placed on, the entire vision of her wedding falls perfectly into place. Nina
Well, I think there's a reason why there's no tears.
Right.
Go ahead.
There's
No
like
tears.
a really pretty purple dress in the back waiting for me.
I think we need to see that purple dress.
Yeah, I need to see the purple one.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Oh,
Bye, y'all.
but not bad for the first dress, right?
Her budget was under $3,000, but her request was anything but simple. Heather didn't want a traditional white gown. She wanted something bold, unique, and memorable. A dress that would make people stop and take notice. So the consultant took her down to the canceled order section, where gowns that had been custom ordered and never picked up were up for grabs. One of them immediately stood out, priced at $2,699, landing right inside Heather's budget. The moment she saw it, she knew it was special. The dress had a daring color, long sleeves, and intricate detailing, exactly the kind of not your typical bride look she'd been dreaming of. When she came out wearing it, everyone was impressed. She loved the color, and she loved every little detail, but there was one problem. She didn't cry, and as everyone knows, when a lot of brides
It's originally $16,000. It is now marked down to $999. We might as well just go for it.
Lauren is a bride-to-be with a strict $2,000 budget. She's a teacher and every penny counts, so she's making her own bouquets, decorations, even the altar by hand. At Kleinfeld, where gowns run into the tens of thousands, $2,000 is almost impossible to work with, and her consultant knows it from the start. Then Lauren falls for the wrong dress. A massive ball gown, hand-embroidered and covered in crystals, a fairy tale skirt fit for a princess. She steps onto the platform and the whole room goes silent. This is the one, everyone can see it. Then the consultant checks the tag. $8,000, 4 times her budget. Now every gown after it feels like settling. A strapless satin, a tulle dress with a bow, a raw silk. Each one is missing something, and Lauren starts to sink, wondering if she'll leave with nothing. Then the turning point arrives. The managers dig into the inventory and realize that $8,000 gown is a sample, already on the floor, and it just landed on the clearance.
What's going on?
I don't like it. It's too white.
Who picked this?
Mom, I don't like it.
Oh, but it's just so pretty. I just want to look at you.
It just doesn't look like me.
Mom, I'm gonna have to step in here. I'm not gonna have a crying bride on my floor.
When Sharday walked into Kleinfeld, the whole store was wall-to-wall white, and none of it was her. She wanted a rainbow unicorn wedding, so no plain white gown, nothing traditional. She wanted color, something as bright and magical as the day she was planning. Her mother wasn't having it. To her, a bride wears white, and rainbow was just her daughter being ridiculous. From the second they walked in, the two of them were at war. Under her mother's pressure, the consultant brought out a big traditional white ball gown first. Her mom lit up. This was the perfect daughter she'd always pictured. But up on the platform, Sharday was miserable. "It's too white," she said. "It doesn't look like me at all." And staring at a stranger in the mirror, she broke down crying. That's when Randy stepped in. He wasn't going to have a bride crying in his store. He
92?
92. You want to try it on anyway? See?
Why, so I can fall in love with it and have
Well, let's see how it looks.
All I know is that this dress is way over budget. And if they fall in love with it, I have nothing I can bring to compare to it.
Daisy and her mother clearly disagree about the style of the wedding gown. Daisy prefers a mermaid gown that shows off her figure, and she loves lace and a fitted design, while her mother longs for a classic princess ball gown and hopes her daughter wears a traditional gown for the wedding. Consultant Audrey first picks out a form-fitting gown for Daisy, and Daisy loves it the moment she puts it on. The exquisite lace and the body-hugging cut are exactly to her liking, but her mother is not satisfied, and she finds the gown not poofy enough. far from the gown she has in mind. Everyone keeps searching for puffier gowns, although Daisy is reluctant. She goes along and tries on several traditional ball gowns, but she still cannot truly like any of them. A gown priced at $9,200 comes into view, and the consultant repeatedly warns Daisy not to try it on, worried that once Daisy falls for it, the choice becomes hard. But Daisy cannot resist her curiosity, and she decides to try it on anyway. The poofy skirt and the exquisite design deeply captivate her, but the real financial...
Both of those I love. I'm surprised. This is going to be so much harder than I thought it was going to be.
We cannot wait for her to come out and see what she has decided.
Jennifer works in the alterations department of this bridal shop, and is around all kinds of wedding gowns and brides every day. She knows full well that bringing a big group to a fitting, and letting her fiancé help choose, are both big mistakes, but she still invites a large group of family and friends, along with her fiancé. She quickly falls for the first gown, and eagerly waits for everyone's reaction. But to her surprise, her family and friends raise one objection after another, saying bluntly that the style does not suit her, and that the accents look out of place. The steady stream of negative comments weighs on her. Even after years in the business, she ends up just like any other bride, and starts to let outside voices sway her. Going by Jennifer's tastes, the consultant pulls another gown, elegant and graceful, and everyone there raves about it. But Jennifer is the only one who does not like it. She knows this gown is not really her style, but everyone else's love for it leaves her even more confused. After that,
I want to see, by not telling her that it's the dress that she had already chosen, to see if she would remember the dress. I usually wouldn't do that, but I feel like maybe we need to be a little sneaky. And to see if she had the same reaction.
Melanie Tyrrell arrives at Kleinfeld for her first fitting. She brings her mother, her cousin Megan, and her friend Betsy. She trusts their opinions completely. Her fiancé Tony is one of the most amazing people she has ever met. They have known each other for nearly 10 years. The last time Melanie visited the salon, she canceled an earlier dress order because she felt unsure. She was not certain that the original dress was right for her. She wanted to look at other choices before making a final decision. The staff notices her hesitation, and decides to use a special method to help her. They place her original dress back into the selection, without telling her what they are doing. Melanie tries on several new dresses, but none of them appeal to her. Then she puts on the unspecified original gown. She immediately likes the style and thinks it is beautiful. She does not recognize the dress at first. The staff tells her that this is the very dress she canceled before. Melanie is surprised but quickly falls in love with it all over again. She knows this dress is truly the one for her. On her wedding day, Melanie feels excited and emotional.
Jordan told me his #1 rule is no netting. Now that's on me, I really don't love it.
Whoa! She just did a 180. No wonder that girl's eloping.
Julian has seen all kinds of behind-the-scenes drama at countless weddings, and she does not want to be the center of attention on her own big day. So she decides to elope with her fiancé in 6 weeks. With the wedding dates so close, she has to walk out with an off-the-rack gown that very day. To make things even trickier, her fiancé Jordan has already laid down the rules, sending her future mother-in-law to deliver a list of restrictions to spare her own mom any regret. Julianne first tries on the tulle and beaded ball gown her mom loves, but she finds the gown too over the top, ill-suited for her outdoor mountain wedding, and she has no choice but to politely turn it down. Then she finally puts on the high-waisted lace and tulle gown she picked herself, with a chic and elegant keyhole back, rustic yet soft in overall feel. She thinks she has finally found the one, but her future
This is the true mermaid, but that's got the sweetheart neck.
That's got the so we might have to put this on and maybe tuck that
it in. That's what
to
I'm
give her the
thinking
shape.
too.
Who gets to literally design the dream dress with the designer Lazaro? But I'm still freaked out because you definitely have to have an imagination.
Morgan is about to marry country music singer Jared Neiman, and countless people will see her dress. The huge pressure of the spotlight weighs on her, and this gown leaves no room for a single misstep. Luckily, her favorite designer Lazaro is holding a trunk show at the store that day. However, the first Lazaro gown she likes is cut very low and shows a lot of cleavage, so her mother Maureen turns it down on the spot. The store owner Lori then brings out a gown with alasa lace, a sweetheart neckline, a ruffled skirt, and a Latin flair. Morgan thinks it photographs well, but her mother sees right away that there is no excitement in her daughter's eyes, and says plainly that it is just not her. Designer Lazaro brings out an embroidered mermaid gown, with a blush lining, and delicate, distinctive beadwork. Morgan is drawn to it at first sight, feeling it balances tradition with a unique touch, but once she truly settles down, she feels this is not the one for her. Lori seizes the opportunity. Morgan has a nearly...
The bride is 19.
19?
I kind of want like my sexy adult dress.
She's so young. I bet there's not a dress in the store they're gonna like. Because in reality, they don't want to see her get married.
The 19-year-old bride walked into the bridal shop with eyes full of anticipation. She wanted to choose a mature, sexy wedding dress so she could walk down the aisle like a real woman. But her family's stance was very clear. No revealing dresses allowed. Her mom picked out nothing but princess-style gowns for her, because in their eyes, 19-year-old Tracy was nothing less than a princess. But Tracy wanted to be treated like an adult. She insisted on trying on the wedding dress she had chosen herself. The moment she slipped it on, she felt like a real bride. But when her family saw it, they all rejected it. They thought it was too mature, and even bluntly said Tracy looked terrible in it. Tracy's smile vanished instantly. The stylist couldn't stand by and watch, so she encouraged Tracy to bravely stand by her choice. Finally, Tracy tried on a more mature wedding dress. Exquisite craftsmanship, an elegant silhouette.
This dress is almost double her budget, but I think Diane really realizes that Courtney's taste level far exceeds what she has been trying on.
Courtney settles on a $4,500 budget for her gown. She prefers a sweetheart neckline, lace fabric, and a flowing skirt. The consultant first pulls a lace gown, with petal details on the skirt that suit her venue. But the family and friends with her all agree the lace is too busy and overdone. And Courtney herself only likes it, but cannot say she loves it. The second dress is a ruched gown, with a flowing, ethereal skirt. But its overall design is too plain, and it lacks the little sparkly accents she wants. After these first two gowns, the consultant realizes Courtney's taste has already outgrown her budget, and the designer gown meant for the finale costs well over double her budget. The consultant sets the pricey gown aside for now, and instead finds a $3,300 lace dress. Its flowing cut is exactly to Courtney's taste, but on reflection, she feels the dress lacks a standout feature and any eye-catching sparkle. Courtney decides to make an exception and try on the gown that runs.
It doesn't feel like me. I don't want to look like a man in a dress. I want to be my most authentic, non-binary self and be very fluid. I may not look like a traditional bride, but I feel like one.
Kevin is a non-binary person. For his upcoming wedding, he didn't want to wear a traditional wedding dress, but instead wanted a pantsuit, paired with a detachable skirt, so he could take the skirt off during the party and dance to his heart's content. But things didn't go as planned. As soon as he tried on the first wedding outfit, it was clear this wasn't the look Kevin was after. He didn't want to look like a typical bride. His friends also felt this outfit lacked Kevin's essence. But since the store didn't carry matching sets, the stylist had to put together a new look on the spot. They found a suitable top, paired it with separate pants, and added a short tulle overlay, a combination the store had never seen before. But the moment he put it on, Kevin's face fell. He felt like a
because I can't necessarily wear a veil. And you said, you know, you have to wear a veil. If you don't, you're just a pretty girl in a white dress.
I say that to every bride, because I'm...
And I've heard you say it a million times, but for whatever reason that night, it hit me a little bit.
Rachel is a loyal fan of the Kleinfeld wedding show, and there's one thing the consultant Randy said on the show that she's never forgotten. Without a veil, you're just a pretty girl in a white dress, she's remembered. Those words for many years. On this day, she walked into the bridal shop with her mom and her best friend. As soon as they walked in, her companions were drawn to the sparkling headpieces. But Rachel was very envious she couldn't wear that kind of headpiece. A headpiece would look very strange on a bald head. When she met Randy, she explained her situation. She suffered from trichotillomania, and her hair hadn't grown back since she was 8. Growing up, she couldn't count how many strange looks she'd endured. Normally, she could go out without a wig without hesitation. She'd long since accepted this fact. But today she was anxious. She had always longed for her own special moment as a bride. Yet she had always felt that, without hair, she would never be able to wear a wedding veil. After listening to her, Randy was silent for a moment. He hadn't expected that his offhand remark would cause such deep distress for a bride like her. He told Rachel that today, he would definitely help her make this wish come true. Randy brought out 3 wedding dresses in succession for Rachel to try on. Although the first 2
Why have you decided to shop together?
To make sure we don't get the same dress.
Yes.
We kind of have the same taste. We actually both pinned the same wedding gown online.
Oh my goodness.
Tierney, if she loves this dress, can you let this dress go?
It'll be really hard to.
Janae and Tierney are best friends. They've shared a friendship that spans 16 years. Now they've both gotten engaged at almost the same time. To avoid buying the same wedding dress, they decided to go to a bridal shop together to pick out their gowns. But neither of them could have imagined that what would truly test their friendship would be a wedding dress. As soon as they walked into the store, they realized things weren't going to be so simple. Not only did they have the same budget, but the dream wedding dress they'd both been saving up for was the exact same one. Janae was the first to try it on. When she walked out wearing the dress, her family immediately knew this was the one for her. She couldn't bear to take it off either. Standing beside her, Tierney fell silent, because that was the dress she'd wanted to wear most of all. When the bridal consultant took her to try on dresses, with every dress Tierney tried on, she compared it to that one. Once you truly fall in love with a wedding dress, no matter how beautiful the other